This lesson is going to help you set the golf club properly while keeping it in front of you. So as you can see here, I'm setting up to the golf ball, and what I do is I choke up on the club and I pull it into my stomach. So you can see here, I've maintained my posture. I haven't moved around or anything. All I've done is pull the club up so I can stick it into my stomach there. And then I take my normal grip. As I start into the backswing here, I'm keeping that grip, this part of the grip right there, I'm keeping that jammed into my stomach. And I do that for about the first foot of the backswing. I keep this triangle, that unit is moving back this way in one piece. The club head is going to stay in front of my chest for a good foot and a half to start this backswing. So you can see that golf club is still out in front of my body, my shoulders have turned just a little bit, and the butt of the club is still connected right now. Now, if I was to continue this motion, if I was to continue my turn, the butt of the club would become detached from my stomach. I would just not be able to keep it attached. So the trick is, get this one piece part of the takeaway. So everything is in front of your body, and once it's in front of your body, you get to this position. The second you feel like the butt of the grip is going to detach from your stomach, you hinge the golf club. And when I mean hinge it, I mean you hinge it up and down like a hammer. So boom, that is a relatively textbook hinge. Got a nice L shape formed there between my club and my left arm. And we know the club is still out in front of my chest because I had it in front of my chest. All I've done here is hinge. Nothing has changed. It looks like it's a little bit farther behind me than it actually is. And that's just because of the hinge that we've created. So from here, all you do is turn to the top. Turn your left shoulder back behind the golf ball. Turn your left shoulder back behind the golf ball. That is kind of the way you hinge it while keeping the club in front of you. We're going to take a look at the down the line view here, and you'll see the exact same process. Tuck the club up into your belly, regrip it, take the club back in one piece. I'm keeping pressure under both of my armpits as I keep the club tucked in front of me. And nothing has happened here, obviously. The club is still attached to my stomach, and everything has gone back in one piece on a straight line away from the golf ball. And then you hinge your wrists. The wrist hinge, it feels exactly like it feels to swing a hammer straight up and down. Like if you were going to hinge a hammer up and down like you're hammering a nail into wood, that is the sensation. So I've got it hinged here. You can see the club is pointing somewhere roughly at the golf ball. And as I turn to the top, this next part of the drill you can do if you're concerned about getting the club on plane on the way down. But this club is definitely in front of me because of the process that we went through. On the way down here, what you do, because you've got a little bit more grip you can actually see where the shaft of your club is pointing on the way down. So your goal is to drive this shaft down into the golf ball, or you're even just a little bit on the right side of the line, outside the line. This is kind of your shallow attack position that you can really attack from. So I want you to drive the grip of the golf club. Honestly, you can picture like the golf ball is a nail, and this part of the grip is the hammer. And you're trying to hammer the nail down into the ground. That is the purpose of this part of the drill. But the main thing I want you to focus on is that first foot of the backswing. I want you to focus on keeping that butt of the club tucked into your stomach, keeping it there for about the first foot of the backswing. And when you feel like the butt of the club is going to detach naturally, then you hinge your wrists. Boom, that club is hinged in front of you, and then you can just turn to the top and turn down into impact. Hope that helps.